1 year review on the Harbor Freight 72-inch US General, and about 6 months on the 57-inch top box. But I haven't had the bottom one a year. Works great, you know. Home guy, not at a shop, just in my own personal garage. So I didn't need nothing big, didn't need nothing extravagant. Didn't want to pay the price for the snap-on, you know. But this works just as good. Big drawer, of course, metric SAE. Up here in the front, got my extensions, all sitting nice and still. Use this little magnet right here, that big long one from Harbor Freight. That thing works great. These things are held in there nice and strong. They don't go nowhere. You can slam the drawer on them days, you know, you can't get that one bolt out. Right there, still in place. Same thing back there with the impacts. They're sitting on another one of them. Big old magnets. Along with some miscellaneous ones back here that I don't hardly use that much. Just gonna do kind of a quick, hopefully quick. This drawer got changed out. This was my wrenches and everything, but wound up getting too full. So now it's just pliers. Really hate using a big drawer like this for pliers, but I only got a couple deep drawers to get the stands where they stand up like that. So it's the way I did it. Works for me. Next drawer down. You know, trim remove tool set. Usually got drill bits here. Got another one, another drill bit box somewhere. Torx bit. I can't even think of what this is called now. Measure your foot pounds. A couple more drill bits. Next drawer down. Kind of like my start out is hammers and punches, and kind of worked its way over. A little more miscellaneous. Didn't really have much to go with. Nowhere really to go with them. Big pry bars, crowbars, whatever you want to call them. Multi-use. Even got a flathead. If you got a screwdriver, screw that requires that big of a flathead, that you ain't gonna do it by hand. Air tool drawer, all my air tool stuff. Yes, a couple things are not air tool, like stapler and that drill, but everything else in here is air. Oil for our air guns and all air tools. Bottom drawer, kind of like another miscellaneous saws, pretty much everything for cutting. This drawer started out all my manuals for everything I bought. You know, I don't know why I keep all the manuals, I just do. Tools for tools, you know, buy my grinders and stuff. Chainsaw. Keys. Notice they're in the back of the drawer. I ain't gotta lock them up here. Yes, I got a boatload of files, so I needed a whole drawer just for files. Don't ask me why I got some. I inherited a bunch of them. So, big ones, small ones, round ones, skinny ones, you name it. Another drawer, just Phillips screwdrivers. Why I got so much? Once again, inherited a bunch of them. Flatheads. Once again, long ones, short ones. Not really fat ones, but a couple skinny ones. You know, always come in handy. Let's see what we got. Don't really use them that much. Started out as my cutting. Don't know why I got put the pipe wrenches in there or those. Just another cheap little set I had a while back. Comes in handy, especially if you're on the go. Everybody's got one of these drawers. Screws, nuts, bolts. Trying to get them organized. They originally started out in stuff like this. I'm gonna get rid of that probably. And then what I found out, like a bunch of these little containers. These are crayon boxes from Walmart. You know, they great, fit in these drawers just nice. As you can see, you know, almost the perfect height. You know, if you got a lot of one screw like that, and like me, some of your boxes get messed up, torn up, they work great. Once again, Walmart crayon boxes. I found them for like $1 one year doing, I think it was Black Friday shopping. And I was like, ooh, I can use a bunch of them. You know, put a bunch of, like I said, you got a boatload of something, or like I did right here, you know, instead of sorting through stuff like this, all these right here, all one size. These all go together. Washers, you know, nuts and bolts. These are all the same size, so if I need these and need a nut, bolt, washer, and that, all in one box. You know, instead of the old style way of doing it like this, just everything kind of just thrown in here. It's gonna get cleaned up some more. Bottom drawer, gonna be my body work. You know, body and fender hammer set, sandpaper, sanding block. Over on here, let's see, rivet set, tap and die, another tap and die set. A couple spark plug gauges, feelers up here, you know, some more tap and dies. For a motorcycle, front bar, front bracket. Heat shrink. Got these things. Used them a couple times. Got the solder in them, heat shrink all in one. Takes a couple times to get used to working them. You know, first time I used them, I kept the heat gun right on that, and by the time it finally started melting them, I was melting the plastic around and the heat shrink started coming out, and I was like, ah, dang it. So they are nice once you get to using them, once you learn how to use them. Zip ties, yeah, very colorful. It was fun. Put that on something. One of your buddies that's played a prank on you and needs some help. Put one of them bright fluorescent colors on something they got. Yeah. Drawer just for my router stuff. Manual, of course. Got manuals for everything I get. I keep them, I don't know why. Bits. Down here, another drawer of stuff that still has like bags. Like, this thing has came in handy so many times. The Viking jump starter, little power booster box. See, look, got some more of these. Whole bunch of them. Bought them. Like I said, they were $1 a piece, so I just grabbed a whole bunch of them. Like, oh, I can use them. I'll find somewhere. Mask for doing body work. Sander. Down there's another sander. That's pretty much it for the bottom box. Top box, you know, I went through all these, you know, kind of label them because I wasn't quite sure where I was putting everything yet. So this one kind of like my electrical drawer for now. You know, grommets, home, you know, circuit testing, wire, connectors, Miscellaneous drawer again. Didn't have nowhere really to go with them. Seals, tapes, gaskets, that's where that stuff. I got some more of this stuff around here somewhere. It'll go in this drawer once I find it. I got another toolbox right there that I'm working on cleaning out. Top drawer, once again, look at that. Manual, even just for the toolbox. Keys for the toolbox. Bolts just for screwing this down to a bottom box, which apparently is for the 57-inch bottom box, not the 72. If I wanted to drill the holes, I could, but don't feel like doing that. Top drawer. See, some more of them. More of these boxes. Screws. Some little nails. Organizer. Had these things at first for my wrenches and that, and because I was looking for something, I'll show you in a minute. Looking for one that I could put both this way and that way, you know, because the way they're angled. And I tried this little deal because if you see, you can drop them all the way down and they'll hold one way. And I was trying this out temporarily, putting the tape down here, because if you see at the top, this one I cut off. This one, there we go. If you put them all the way down there at the bottom, down here, they hold this way. But if you can get them to go up here, they'll hold this way. So you can turn it this way. So, like I said, I'll show you in a minute what I was talking about, but I found another solution. So, yeah, don't knock on me for my tape job. Just trying something out. Once again, here's my wrenches. This drawer wound up being my SAE set. Magnetic strips from Harbor Freight. Ratchet wrenches. One of these so bad, finally went and got them. Only used them once or twice, but you know how it is when it comes to tools. This right here was from an old Craftsman set. Old Craftsman, the whole set. Inherited some more, so I had to get some more. These, that's where those other ones started out at. And when I had all my SAE, my American, and my metric all in that one drawer, that drawer got a little on the crowded side. I was like, okay, I want to kind of break it up a little bit, so that's what made me buy this top box. Harbor Freight magnetic wrench rails. Some people like them, some people hate them because they complain that the magnets don't stick too well, but once you get your wrenches in there, get some weight in there, it don't go nowhere. Especially if once you got it on this rubber mat. Metric drawer. Pretty much the same thing. Old Craftsman set. Metric. I got these up here instead of down in the other drawer because I use them quite a bit, so I just put them up here with my American and metric set. Miscellaneous. Wife got these for me a little while ago and love them. It's actually like 4 wrenches in one. You know, they're ratchet wrenches on top of it. As you can see, go upside down here. Got a 10 millimeter. 12 millimeter, but then if you flip it over, there's a 13 and an 8. So it's like a 4-in-1. Those things are awesome. You know, here's another one. It's got a 14, 19, 18, and a 17. You can see it's got a little ridge in there. Works great if you're using it on the bigger side, because then by the time you slide it all the way through, it stops on the smaller side and you don't keep going over across the nut, you know. And this is what I was talking about, how you can put them backwards. You can put the bigger ones in the front, smaller ones in the back, and rotate them like this. This was my design. This was my idea. Not my idea, I should say, but this is what I came up with. And once again, the same set right there. These 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, All came in a pack. You get one set that you can put straight like that, narrow in the front, big in the back. Another set you can put big in the front, narrow in the back. So that worked for me. I like it. I got these turned around because originally, like in my other drawer, stuff kind of sat like this. You know, so this way it was able to fit a little better when I had them all in that bottom drawer. This drawer, this big drawer, is what I call my project drawer. If I'm working on a project, yeah, parts just get tossed in here. Parts for my car, more parts for my car, parts to side-by-side. Yes, believe it or not, that will be part for the side-by-side for a DIY project. You know, if I'm working on a project, parts usually go in that drawer, so I know where they're at instead of tossing them somewhere else. For now, since I got this little lip right here, that's where all my fluids, oils, and WD-40, you know, everybody's got 1, 2, 10 cans of that. But eventually I got this box right here. Came from a buddy of mine out of the shop. That's gonna wound up getting mounted on this wall right here. That rack and that one are gonna wind up getting moved, and I'm gonna put it right there, and that's where all of these are gonna go. Up top, you know, paper towel holder, battery chargers, a couple miscellaneous things, you know, Stabil's up there because I ran out of room down there. So, but yeah, 1 year on the bottom box, 6 months on the top box. Home use, love it. Handles over here, got crowbars. Yep. I like the quick release on them, but sometimes it's hard to put them under if you need to really clamp something down. Sometimes they don't work, sometimes they do. But other than that, 1 year review. Let's see what I got over here. Just hanging some miscellaneous stuff over here. Extension cord, jumper cable cords I got hanging from this. I don't know where I got this. It's a strong little wire, but holds them up good. So once again, it's a Harbor Freight US General 72-inch box. Was it 57-inch on the top? Works great. Big caster wheels, a little hard on the roll side, but once you get it where you want it, how often are you really gonna roll it around? So, thanks for watching.